Hello, welcome. This is Oneindia News and I am Akash. We all know about the Kashmir unrest. People have been reading about it. Some of the people on social media has been criticizing that how the situation has been handled. But we at Oneindia are going to bring you another picture of the unrest. The picture that nobody will tell you is happening in the Kashmir Valley. It is said that education is the most important part if you want to change your generation. And maybe the terrorists out there have also learned that if they don't allow the people of Kashmir to be educated, they can manipulate them. And the schools and the banks in Jammu and Kashmir have been the favorite targets of the terrorist groups. The Lashkar-e-Tayiba has claimed that it is attacking the schools and the colleges as the authorities are not adhering to the Hurriyat Conference's calendar of protest. A breakdown of the numbers of the schools targeted during the unrest will give us the clear picture of how bad the scenario is today and how it is reciprocated as it was in the 1990s when militancy was at its peak in the valley. Over the past 3.5 months, at least one school in each of the Kashmir's 10 districts have either been burnt or suffered damage in fire. 5 schools were burnt in the last 5 days alone. 17 government middle, high and higher secondary schools have been burnt mysteriously during the unrest according to the Directorate of the School Education. 2 prominent schools have also been damaged in the fire. In Anantnag, a high school and the historic Hanfai school run by the Waqf board were gutted in fire last month. CM Mehbooba Mufti, her father late Mufti Muhammad Saeed and NC Mirza Afzal Beg were some of the alumni of the Waqf run institutes. Of these, 7 have been reduced to ashes while 10 were damaged partially. Kulgaon in South Kashmir has been the worst affected, with 5 schools either being completely burnt or being partially damaged by fire. 3 schools were burnt in the central Kashmir's Budgam district. The police have registered cases in all of the incidents, but no arrest has been made so far. Now let's take you back to the 1990s when militancy was at its peak in the valley and about 5,000 schools were destroyed by the militants. It had become impossible for the children to reach to the schools. In several cases, children and the teachers were forced out of the school before the buildings were burnt. It did take years to rebuild the schools. However, all the hard work appears to have gone down the drain, with similar scenarios being witnessed in the valley today. Giving you some of the examples of how bad the situation was in the 1990s in the valley, we will tell you about some of the incidences that happened. On May 10th in 1989 at Lal Chowk, Srinagar, an explosive device was planted in the Bisco Memorial School which caused an extensive damage to the building. On March 17, 1990, in Sonawar, Srinagar, an attempt was made to set ablaze Burn Hall School affiliated with local Catholic missions. On November 11, 1990, in Lal Chowk, Srinagar, another explosion at the Bisco Memorial School premises forced the closure of the Christian missions and schools. In 1991, on February 23rd, in Lal Chowk area of Srinagar, an explosion occurred near the Miss Melson Girls' School. So all these statistics and all this news will give you the real picture behind the unrest and how some people are painting a wrong picture of the situation that is actually happening in the Kashmir Valley. Well, that's all for now, but for more news and updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and please don't forget to like and share this video.